Previously on Dragons Not Included.
I'm so sorry, my terrible child.
It pleads at you like a small crying child as it screams in pain, looking at you. As you take a deep breath in, you feel the adrenaline pumping through your veins.
Did Scrutiny just snort something that he shouldn't have?
Yes, poison gas.
There is the statue that swung and destroyed the bottle. You say the word Baphomet, and in Scrutiny's hand, the toy starts swinging its arm once again.
Warn me next time that you say Baphomet.
It starts swinging its hand again.
Scrutiny, you can't say Baphomet while you're holding it.
Starts swinging its hand again.
Did you guys say Baphomet?
Starts swinging its
Why
hand
is
again.
everyone yelling Baphomet?
Starts swinging. You head up north, making your way through the ruined city. Scrutiny, your eyes meet a familiar sight of a small yet homely blacksmith shop.
I approach the building, looking out to see if there's anything watching me from the window.
You don't notice it for a little bit, Scrutiny, but after a while you can hear the sound of someone in pain coming from underneath the rubble. Greetings and welcome to the Dragons Not Included podcast, a tabletop role-playing game podcast where we're playing Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. My name's Stephen, and I'm the game master for our adventure.
My name's Joe, and I'll play Scrutiny, the Tiefling Illusionist Rogue.
Hi, my name is David, and I play Eldon Aegis, the human paladin of Iomade.
Hello, my name is Rowan, and I play Istra, the human cavalier.
Hi, my name is Dan, and I play Han, the Relic Hunter Inquisitor of Drang.
Before you stands a humble blacksmith house. One side is propped up with sturdy wooden beams. Anvils and a furnace are stored inside and hidden from the elements. But the other half, what would once was a lovely home, has collapsed into rubble. And as you approach its Scrutiny, you can hear a faint moaning coming from the collapsed building.
Scrutiny rushes forward, doesn't even turn to confirm anything with his companions.
Eldon seeing Scrutiny rushing in is going to rush to assist.
Guys, this doesn't look very safe. As Istra also follows.
So I suppose I have to follow now, but I'm just going to check for what's over here and see if there's anything of not value, but just make sure nothing is here. You got this. I'll be right here if you need me.
Hans just starts robbing.
It's not robbing, it's reclamation and donation to charity.
Okay, you rush over to the building, Scrutiny, and you can find where the door once was. It's just completely buckled under the weight of the first story, pressing down on it. Make a perception check.
Okay, look. And 19 plus 6, that's 25.
25, okay. You scan around for an entrance, and it looks like one of the ground story windows has been sort of cleared away, and the earth underneath it has been dug away, like someone has burrowed out of the house.
Okay, I follow those tracks.
Into the house or away from the house?
It looks like someone's burrowed out, no?
Yes, but you can hear moaning from the inside.
Okay. I rush through the window.
Okay, you have to sort of get down on your hands and knees and crawl into it. And luckily one sort of pocket of the ground floor has remained, although it's like half the height it used to be. You have to hunch over. And you hear the moaning a lot louder coming from the back of this was once a kitchen.
I'm here!
And lying in the centre of the kitchen is one of the timbers that were used to support the first floor, just lying smashed through a table. And from the other side of this beam, you can hear the voice.
Hello, can you hear me?
Lying on the floor, pinned under this support beam. An elven man. He has fair hair and complexion, except he looks a lot paler than what should be healthy. He's profusely moaning out, mumbling into the air, and as he sees your face, he turns over. Oh, thank Abaddar. At least in my death, he grants me one last vision of my dear boy.
Dare say that.
And he sort of rolls over and relax.
Okay. I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast Grease on... he's pinned, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, brilliant. I cast Grease in order to free him up.
Okay. You free him up, and it's quite tight. You're going to have to pull at him, and someone's going to pull on the beam, so I need some people to make a strength check.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Hold up. Let's come in and assist. So Eldon's gonna crawl on in and
Istra was already in the building.
listen, the building's condemned. Eldon doesn't want to risk any more lives.
It's risky, but somebody's already gone in, so Istra's definitely going. Right.
That's fair enough. You know what?
Is it? Do you want any of us in particular to make a check, or are we assisting? Or
Yeah, so you can decide amongst yourself who's going to move.
Tell you what, I think your strength is higher than mine, so I'll.
my strength is 16. Anyone got stronger?
Oh no.
14. I'm 14, so let's go to assist. Whoop-ah! That is a 13 plus 2 on the strength check. It's a 15 to assist.
Okay, then. Istra, could you make me the strength check, please, with +2?
Okay.
And an additional +2 from the Scrutiny's Grease.
Okay, come on. So that's 15 plus 4, so that's a 19.
A 19. As you bend with your knees, always lift with your knees, not with your back, and you reach and grab the underside of this beam, and you use all your strength to lift it up. You're slowly pushing it up, but it's buckled under rubble, and that gives Scrutiny just enough time to slide the man out. And you just let the beam collapse to the floor with a thud, your muscles straining.
Hans, I think we need your assistance here.
Oh, right, hang on. Let me just... He puts down the small, cauldron of stuff he's been picking up. Right. Let me see. Get out the book. Put on the ring. Apply pressure to the wounded location. I say, slapping the man on the chest. And then cast the spell. What am I casting? Yes, Cure Wounds. Cure Light Wounds.
Okay, you sort of reach over to this man, and you can see that he's got a large gash on his right thigh.
Oh.
And that it's gone sort of a pale green colour in certain spaces. And it looks very pussy, and it's got several splinters sticking out of it.
Don't worry, Scrutiny. He's going to be perfectly fine. This may not work.
Hans lays his hand on the man's leg, and the wound starts to close and heal. It's still sort of discoloured, but the splinters sort of pop out as the flesh pushes them out as it re-heals. Although the man still seems rather feverish.
Let's check.
What's wrong with him?
Let me try and figure that out. Stephen, what would it be? I'm guessing it's also healed to figure that out. Yep.
Yes, that's...
I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably some sort of infection. Oh, that's a 19 on the dice, plus 3 for a 22.
Okay, yeah, you know this, Eldon. It's a very common battle wound, where a lot of soldiers won't drop from the wound itself, but if not treated properly and given time, it can become infected and it can become gangrenous. And it seems like what's happened to this wound. So Hans has sort of healed the physical wound itself, but without proper treatment. Who knows what could happen, and that's probably explaining the fever he's suffering as well.
His wounds are infected. He needs proper medical care.
But you reach a palm to his forehead and you feel it burning hot. As you look at the man in the eyes, he seems to be darting around, but they're unmistakably the eyes of Scrutiny looking back at you.
Dad, are you okay? What's happened? Apart from the obvious.
Oh, it's not an hallucination. Oh, Scrutiny, my dear boy, you've returned to me. Oh, thank you, the gods. And he sort of feebly reaches his arm to his chest and grabs a golden key that's hanging around his neck. Thank the Archbanker. Thank the Master of the Vault. Ah, what I treasure most has returned.
Okay. Dad. Dad, I need you to focus. Where's Mum? Is she here?
She left. I don't know when. There was some sort of attack on the city. We were...
Yes, yeah. No, I'm so sorry I wasn't here with you.
I'm just glad you're safe. We were talking and then the building collapsed and I was pinned under it.
Focus on your breathing. Okay. In as few words, where is Mum?
She left to get help.
Okay. We need to get you somewhere safe.
We can't keep him here.
You have to find your mother, Scrutiny. You have to find her. She's by herself.
How long ago did she leave?
I don't know. I've been in and out of consciousness for a while now. Maybe a day. Maybe less.
Right. As it stands, we can't leave him here. This building is... And Alden sort of looks up at the remaining supporting structure. This building is not going to stand very long. We need to move him to a more secure building. I'm sure with stuff around here we could probably make some sort of stretcher and carry him out.
Well, that wouldn't be too hard. I mean, we got some bits of chair here, a nice tablecloth. None of it is, sterilized, but that's all fine now. I mean, he's already infected.
I'm going to have a quick investigation. Just half an hour. I'm going to look and see if I can find anything on Mark. If I don't find anything, then we'll take Dad somewhere safe. But I need to make sure. If there's something I can do, I need to do it now.
All right. Who's here good at? Who here is good at tracking?
Oh yes, I'm surprisingly good at it for some reason.
Hans, you give Scrutiny a hand, looking for any sign of his mother. Ystra, I don't know your practical skills, but we could probably make a stretcher with what we've got here. We need to get him out of this building.
Okay, I'm not really very good at making but we can give it a go.
We gotta try.
Call him Elwyn. That's his name. Curses, I need to go.
Okay. Let's go have a look and see if we can find your mother. And you two will stay here and make the stretcher. And just don't touch that, remaining pillar over there. I mean, none of us want to end up with pigs for friends. So, that pillar, don't go near. Even though it looks really easy to knock over. Hans then starts walking.
That was oddly specific. Right.
So, Scrutiny and Hans, you get on your hands and knees and crawl for this dirt track to get out of the window. And you're back on the streets of Kenabris. Could both of you make a perception check, please?
Right?
Okay.
Yes.
I had this just a second ago. There it is. Oh dear. 9.
17.
Okay. So, Scrutiny, you're still buzzing from that adrenaline rush you got back in Topaz Solutions. And also, the stressful situation is definitely getting to you. You're just panicking and looking around. Just anything could be a clue. But Hans, who's a lot more sharper and focused, you can see tracks that lead up to the perimeter of the house and are leading away south.
Oh, excellent. They're heading south. Well, whoever came this way anyway. So,
I suppose that's where we head then.
all right then. In that case, let's go. Hans starts walking south. Wait. Should we wait for the people who actually hit things really hard?
Yeah, but also, do we leave?
Okay, good.
It's,
All right. Scrutiny, this is your decision. You're the remaining member of this family that's standing up right now. Do we leave your parent there and go get your other parent? Or do we bring your parent with us to your other parent?
We should bring one at least. We can't move him yet, and we can't leave him unattended.
All right.
Eldon, Istra.
Hmm?
I'd appreciate it if one of you could accompany me and the other looks after my dad while we're off. I don't know who would rather do which, but we can't leave my dad unattended.
I would highly recommend Istra come with us because I don't think her bedside manner would be that good with your father. But that's just from a professional point of view.
I'm really good at standing my beds.
Well, as it stands, I think our stretcher is about as good as it's going to get. If we could just get him out into a safer building, he'll probably be safe to leave for a short while. His infection is bad, but he's not going to die today.
I don't like it, but you're probably right.
Given the state of the city, if your mother is in any less than dire state, I would hate to be anything less than at full strength with our group.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. We'll find somewhere more stable, and yeah. Scrutiny looks around for a building that doesn't look like it's collapsing.
Yeah. Luckily for you, this area of the Gate District doesn't seem like it was hit too badly. It was probably just, the random outskirts of other attacks that, crushed this building in. But you can find one. There's what once was a lovely baker's that you used to go and get fresh bread from every day, Scrutiny. That's somewhat intact, although it seems to be completely abandoned.
Okay.
And most of the food supplies have been looted by people on their way out, panicking.
Yep. Okay. So, find somewhere to lay him down, and Scrutiny says goodbye for hopefully not too long and kisses his father on the forehead.
So he's still not got much strength, but he reaches out and grabs your shoulder. Scrutiny.
Yes, Dad?
You have to find your mother.
Yes, we'll be back in a moment, and hopefully we'll have help.
You've always been a good boy, with a smart head on your shoulders. You know what to do. You know how to find her.
Yes.
May Abadar protect you. May Abadar protect us all.
Yes.
As a final measure, Eldon is going to find some cloth, wet it, fold it, and put it on his forehead to try and keep his fever down. Right. This should be enough for the rest of the day. Let's just keep moving forward. Who knows? It could be less than 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes later.
It's the SpongeBob title card. Less than 10 minutes later.
Alright, if you're going to follow these, I need Hans. Could you make me a survival check, please?
I could try.
Can I try and assist?
To track.
Of course you can.
I have to check some things because I believe I have a survival rate, and then I have additional bonuses to tracking, and I need to check those out.
Before you resolve that, could you roll a survival check to assist, please, Istra?
Yep, that was an 18 plus 7, so that's 25.
25. Okay, you get +2 on your roll, Hans, as Istra spent her time hunting in the wilderness, being
Right.
a traveling nomad, so she can have good insight of directions, or if something's happened to a person just by the depth of their footprints.
And I add half my level.
Which is 1 currently.
Well, that's a 10 on dice, plus the 1, plus the 2, plus the 12. So 25.
25. Well, either way, one of you would have got it.
Same roll.
Woohoo!
So you follow the tracks, and they seem to go to buildings, weaving in and out between buildings. It looked like wherever this was, they were looking in buildings and then moving onwards. But you notice that when it gets to a large open square, the footprints seem to be erratic, as if they were forced back and had to move to defend themselves. And then it marches on for a little bit further, and there seems to be others added to these footprints. Maybe 4 people marching one after another. turning sharply to the southwest.
This way, everyone. I believe your mother may not be alone.
That's either good.
Raiders, slavers, cultists.
Possibly. There was signs of some sort.
Miners, maybe.
Yeah.
Odd that she wouldn't move back to her husband, her father. Everyone be on your guard.
So, you start following, and it takes you down a couple of alleys, but not that far away. Could everyone make me a perception check, please?
Okay.
Perception. Mine's really bad.
This is on the game.
Okay.
23.
23.
12 plus 2 for 14.
I got a 19.
16.
Okay, so all of you can hear in the distance the sound of thudding, like wood on metal or metal on metal. But Scrutiny, in addition, your ears perk up as you can hear the sound of shrill voices squealing over the top of this.
Okay. He readies a bolt into his crossbow and asks silently for everyone to stay quiet, just sort of pressing a finger to his lips. And he's going to sneak around the corner.
As you turn the corner, you see an upturned cart. Barrels and boxes that were once stored on it are smashed and strewn over the street. It forms a sort of makeshift stage, so you will. And standing on this stage are a bunch of peasants, a couple of human men, a human woman, and a tiefling woman. They're wearing ragged, broken armor, covered in blood and ichor, and they're wielding makeshift pole arms or cracked, broken swords, and they're sparring against one another. And in the air above the stage, standing a foot tall, these winged demons have ram horns curled back from their twisted heads. Their bodies are thin and wiry, and they're floating above, and you can make out what they're saying. Yes, you! Fight more! No, you're not really putting your back into it, are you? No! More, dance for us little toys. Put on the best show you can. Show us what Kenebres has to offer.
Okay. Right.
And one of the women standing on the stage, he just sort of breaks down in tears. I can't do it anymore. Why do you torment us so? What is there the game? Silence! Either you fight and perform for us, or you'll die like the rest. And the demon points to the floor, and there are several humanoid bodies laying face down, pools of blood surrounding them.
Now is not a great time, but Stephen, what would the role be to identify these creatures?
You'd have to peek around the corner to get a back and look.
Well, could I make a check then? Would that be knowledge
Yes, of
planes?
course you can. Knowledge planes.
17 plus 9 is 26.
26. Alright, you identify these as Quasit demons. They are the least of demon kind, although they somehow outrank Dretches, the ones you fought in the labyrinth. But more that Dretches are so slovenly and easy bullied into what they're doing. They usually serve as familiars for evil spellcasters, for inevitably betraying their masters and claiming their souls in the abyss for their demonic masters. Although they have been known to be free-roaming, they're not much of a threat against, a fully armed adventurer or crusader. But for the common folk, they're probably some of the worst things they can imagine. And with that roll, you know that they have the usual demon immunities: electricity, poison, they're resistant to acid, cold, and fire. They have resistance against all weapons other than cold iron or good. And that they possess a powerful poison in their claws.
Okay.
What's the plan?
I turn back to the group. Well, they're demons. They our resistance in all the usual fashion. He raises his crossbow. I will launch the first volley, and then we charge. Sounds good?
Sounds good to me.
Yes, indeed.
Could you make me a ranged attack roll, please, Scrutiny?
Okay, Scrutiny peeks around the corner, readies the crossbow, aims carefully, and fires. Oh dear. 7.
7.
Total?
Your bolt
Yep.
flies in the general direction, but obviously you're trying to aim around a corner. You're not the best at this sort of trick shot, and it ricochets off a building, causing a tile to crumble to the floor, attracting the attention of both the quasits. I need everybody to roll initiative for me, please.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay, rolling.
Rolling.
21.
That's a 13 plus 1 for 14.
That is a 4 plus 2 for 6.
That's a 19 plus 3 for 22.
Listen, we've been rolling
Not
too
too
well this
bad.
session. Yeah.
It's okay. Something will happen.
Well, it looks like you won the initiative race, Hans. You
Aha!
won.
Damn it. Okay. Well, Hans needs to get into a better position. I can't remember this, Stephen. Can I walk past other characters in this type of
Yes. You can
Okay.
walk past allies or friendly people as long as you don't end in their square, you're fine.
Oh, yes. So as we're in this alleyway a bit further up from the fight, Hans is going to need to get into a position where he can actually start, like, interacting with it a bit better, even with his ranged weapons. So he's going to pull out his crossbow and kind of, because he's a shorter man, being a dwarf, he's going to just sort of, like, poke his allies in the upper knee and just go, excuse, I need to get past now. Thank you. Helping, and he's going to walk forward 20 foot into, like, the middle of the alleyway and turn to face them and go, ha-ha!
Yeah, you turn from this side alley into this large alley, and there's just a straight path between you and this makeshift stage of the upturned wagon, and the two quasits are looking directly at you.
I wish I was listening to what you were saying, but I just have to say I disagree and fire.
Well, they haven't gone in initiative yet, so they are still flat-footed. So make your attack roll, please, Hans.
Oh, and the luck has run out. That's a 5.
A 5 as you aim your crossbow true, and you're not used to using it so much, and you shoot it, and the force sort of ricochets you back, your arms flail into the air, and this crossbow bolt goes sailing across the rooftops, there to be seen again.
He just looks up where the cross went and then looks back at the demons and goes, so, about that pleasant debate I was challenging you to, I believe that we can reach a quorum of understanding now. Help. He looks over at the alleyway. Anyone else?
Next up are the demons. They turn to you. You silly little dwarf. Fine. If you want a debate, we'll have one.
Oh.
But not with us. You pathetic maggots! And the other one shouts at the people standing on the stage. Go! Kill him! And the first demon is going to start buzzing through the air, and it's going to fly closer to you, Hans.
There we go.
Flying, darting across this alley. Yes, flying 10 feet in the air, 30 feet away from you, Hans.
Yep.
It's going to cast a spell.
Dang.
As it casts a spell, and the air sort of ripples a strange, sickly shimmer, sort of like heat causes the air to warp, except it's disorientating. As it hits you, Hans, I need you to make a will saving throw, please.
Before I do that, Stephen, I have actually a mechanical thing with Hans that I believe has come up before, but I just want to double check. He has a racial ability called Magic Resistance, where he has resistance to spells at 8. Does that take precedence before the save or after the save?
Before the save. Very good. So, some monsters, and in this case, player characters, can get spell resistance. So spell resistance sort of acts like the way armor class does to melee attacks, it is to spells. So to be able to be affected by the spell, certain spells will have spell resistance, others won't. And the spell it is casting does have spell resistance, so I will have to make a caster level check against your spell resistance, which I believe you said was 8?
8, yes.
So I roll a d20 and add their caster level. I got a 20.
That's, yep, no, that affects. So I'm making what?
A will saving throw for me, please, Hans.
Excellent. 17.
17. As this ripple hits you, you sort of blink and stagger a little as you see this warping image of this demon growing immense, and the fear overcomes you, but your faith in Drangvit is strong, and you just shake it off, and you are not made afraid of this creature.
Ha! Thank you, Dragnet. This tiny creature will know your vengeance and pay its debts if it has any coin on it.
Okay. And the other one is going to fly around the civilians standing on the stage and barking orders to them.
Go, kill him! Destroy him! Rip his flesh! Tear him asunder!
Please don't.
Scrutiny, you've still got that edge on initiative, the adrenaline boost from earlier. You can feel it pumping through your veins. You're up now.
Brilliant. Well, I missed the first time. I'm definitely going to land this time. I grab a bolt, slam it in, pull back the string, and fire at the quasit. 1.
That's not really going well for you so far.
Yeah, he's having a bit of a bad day there.
Yeah.
Alright, go on.
Shoot himself in the foot.
Make a confirm roll.
Okay. 5.
5. Oh, Joe. Oh, buddy. Oh.
So which is your
Oh,
favourite toe?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's a card.
Yeah, I've just drawn a lovely one for you.
Draw it.
Friendly fire. Your attack hits the ally closest to the target, which would be Hans in this case.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Could you roll
Really?
damage?
You're
With
being
your crossbow,
targeted
hit
by
your Hans.
everything.
Okay.
When the demons were barking orders, I wasn't sure it was Scrutiny that was going to follow them.
Cool question, Stephen.
Yeah.
Would Hans be considered? Let me check the wording on this.
Are you sneak attacking me?
I need to make sure that this is applied vigorously and judiciously.
I don't make the rules, I just follow them.
Defend himself effectively from the attack. If they would be denied their dexterity bonus, whether the target actually has a dexterity bonus or not, or when they are flanking the target. Am I denied?
No. Hans is aware of you, and his dexterity bonus is not denied, so this is not a sneak attack.
Yes, his dexterity bonus of 0.
So that's good. 4.
Ow!
A crossbow bolt comes flying in you, and it hits you in your left leg.
Sorry.
Ow! I'm trying to help you here.
I really appreciate that. I'm not having the best day. My parents are alive, which is a bonus for now.
Most died. One of the other ones is being ordered to kill him, and now he's shot Hans.
He puts the crossbow down just very gently. I'm gonna leave that there. Sorry.
Scrutiny's no good, very bad day.
Something debts will be collected.
I mean, if you've shot any of the others, it probably will be forgiven, but I've got a feeling, 20 episodes' time, Hans is gonna get this crossbow bolt in your sleep and just go, all debts will be paid!
I entirely believe this.
Okay, next on the
Very plan.
Next on the initiative is our boy Elden Aegis.
Elden Aegis. Alright, well, Elden is many things.
But it is flying up in the air, one of them.
It is flying up in the air.
Because, is flying up in the air one of Elden's specialties?
Not that I know of.
Oh dear. Then you might have a problem, as it is 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah, that is a shame.
You can hit the peasants, though, that's fine.
I can hit the peasants, sure.
They are level 1 commoners, I think you'll find.
Oh no.
Oh no, poor commoners. Is it worth the, is the other closet so high in the air? Because if not, I may just do my best charging up and stabbing it. Then I shall, move past Scrutiny and the rest of the group, and I shall move to the closet that Hans ever so desperately tried to fire a bolt at, and spend both my actions to move as close as I can. Whoop. That's closer than I was intending.
So you walk around the corner, right into the alleyway. You're just 5 feet away from the floor, and you look up and you can see the closet flying around you.
Come down here, fiend! Engage in honorable combat!
Okay.
That's all I got. It's double move.
Next up are the commoners standing on the back. They look rather beaten up, and they're just wearing shreds of what you once armor, wielding crude makeshift weapons. And they step off the stage and start walking towards you.
Uh-oh.
I just assumed they'd be like, "No, we're not going to follow you."
I think the threat of death is really, that's enough to motivate most.
Eldon, if it helps from a religious point of view and a legal point of view, you're absolutely okay to knock them unconscious. Use your gauntleted fist to just beat them senseless. You're fine.
As the tiefling woman just sort of looks stone-faced, stoic expression. The other woman wearing the baker's robe, she's crying in her eyes, just wiping her tears as she stands forward. The two men just look like they've just had it enough, like they'll do anything to get out of this, we're alive. They grip their weapons firm and they just approach you, Eldon. And the other closet's going,
Yes, good. Get them.
Istra, last but not least.
Well, this doesn't seem fair. Right. I'm just checking. What is the two-handed piercings? It doesn't say it has reach, so that's good. Right, so I'd have to... If I stood directly underneath the creature, would that be close enough to hit?
There would still be 5 feet between you and the creature.
Ranciers do have...
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
It may not be listed, but it is a rancier.
I will look it up, and we've done this, and they don't have reach. I'm going to...
I think you're thinking of halberds from
I
Hell's
vaguely remember when we picked up this weapon, we did have this conversation because we were all kind of shocked that they didn't have reach.
You wanna go on the SRD and look up a rancier?
SRD. But maybe this one doesn't.
Never question me on anything ever. Because I would not have said that if I didn't already have the page up.
This specific one, and it doesn't say the word reach.
Well, no, because it will just have all the qualities of Rancier plus those other qualities.
Really?
Yes.
This weapon functions as a +1 rancier.
Damn.
It's just a rancier +1.
So it turns out ranciers are free. Anyway, I'm going to... I think it's close enough. How far away would you say it is?
35 feet on the ground, but we'll do a bit of Pythagoras if you want.
Oh, goody!
Yeah.
My boy Pythagoras. What a nice guy. Definitely not weird. Well, either way, to get to it, I'm going to have to double move. So Istra's just going to run in, Rancier in hand, and I think I can probably... I was going to say I could get to the other side.
Using my old Pythagoras theorem, I'm getting that it's 36.405409446402591355486512457635.
Please stop counting digits.
Now, in editing, can we put a beat behind that?
Like some lo-fi hip-hop.
Yeah, exactly. Now, sadly, I can't walk directly upwards into the air, so I guess I'm just going to double move to be...
Don't let your dreams be destroyed.
If I just keep walking and I walk up, it will work. I believe in myself. I'm going to double move to get over to it. But I do still get a swift action, correct?
That is true.
I'm going to activate the Rancier, which will give me a +2 to my natural armor. Which
Very nice.
Definitely don't have, but if I did, I think I'd already have a +1, so I think it doesn't stack.
You have the famous human +1 natural armor.
Yeah, it doesn't stack, would it? So
No, it's an enhancement bonus to natural armor, so it wouldn't.
Oh, it would. So my AC is now 21.
That's without a shield. Amazing.
Anyone want to try an attack of opportunity?
Round 2. Hans, you're up.
Hans is going to very grudgingly load his crossbow, thinking of shooting Scrutiny, but...
You just start aiming to your left. Just.
Nope. Gotta fight demons first. That's the one thing he's supposed to be doing.
Debts will be paid later.
Yes. Alright, let's, He's gonna take, a couple of steps to the left, because it looks like Eldon and Istra, between the two of them, are probably gonna wreak havoc with that one demon.
Ooh, I'd like to point out you can't walk and reload your crossbow in the same round.
In that case, am I able to still shoot the one that's flying down there?
Yes, you can get a good angle over there.
Okay.
What's the range on your crossbow?
80 foot.
80 foot. Well, the demon was in... Is in
70?
Yes, it's in your first range increment, so you'll be fine to shoot it. And this is the one that's behind the civilian, shouting and cackling.
Excellent. So yeah, he'll take aim and shoot the damn thing. Ha-ha! 15?
15, I'm afraid, is just a miss.
Dragvid is not with me today. She's normally pretty with me when it comes to demons, but apparently these demons seem to be okay in her books at the moment.
It's probably that Dragvid wants you to, settle the score first.
Right, okay. As Dragvid commands, pulling out small knife. No. I think I've done everything I can on my turn.
Yep.
Reload, fired. Yeah.
Okay, it is the Quasit's turn, and the one floating around the two fighters.
Fine. You will be the first to suffer, Amadean. You will announce her name as you bleed on the floor.
Not likely.
She's going to swoop round and slash you with its claws, Eldon.
Nice. Does that provoke?
It does not.
Dang.
That is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For a grand total of 2 minus 1 for 1 point of slashing damage.
Oof. Ow. That's scream.
And
Ooh,
I need
that's
you
smart.
to make a fortitude saving throw against the poison, please.
Oh, against the poison. Yeah, let me just...
Oh, that serves you right.
That is a 16 on the dice, plus 9 for a 25.
A 25. Oh, you just make it, Eldon. You were nowhere close. Oh, it was a very tense moment there. As you're perfectly fine from the Quasit stretch.
That stings a little bit. But thank you for closing the gap.
The other Quasit is going to fly above the civilians. Attack them! Kill them! And it's going to cast the same spell as the other did. A 30-foot cone that will encompass Eldon and Ishtar.
Fantastic. Is this a fear effect?
It is indeed a fear effect.
Fantastic. I'm immune, and Istri, you get a +2.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So...
sorry, not +2, a +4 through my Aura of Courage class feature.
I already have a +2 anyway.
Well, you got an extra +4.
So I'm at a +6.
So, could you make me a will saving throw as the light between you distorts as the image twists? Make a will save for me, please, Istro.
Absolutely. Oh, I needed it. That's not good. So that's a 4 plus 6. So that's a 10.
A 10? You have failed your saving throw. Do you want to know the best part?
What?
DC 11.
One off.
So, you become frightened. You are scared and flee the source of your fear. You take a -2 penalty on all attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. You must flee the source of your fear by any means at your disposal.
Oh, this is fun.
And you are frightened for a grand total of 2 rounds.
Begin running and cowering, I guess.
Begin. Oh.
Coward mode engage.
Scrutiny.
Ha! That's my trick. I'm always in coward mode. So...
There's no need to flank the closet, get a good angle and shoot the other one.
He's put his crossbow down.
I put my crossbow down because my crossbow has betrayed me. So instead, I will do something else. Like, for example, a magic missile.
Please not the one I'm about to attack.
Okay.
There's no reason not to.
Yeah, the other one is out of my reach at the moment.
Hey, it's fine. Istra will kill it next round. You don't know she's scared.
You can move 5 feet in a full attack.
You can, but it's still out of my reach.
Okay,
It's still flying high in the air. I couldn't reach it if I moved.
There you go. You cannot take a 5-foot step into the sky.
Why not?
Unless he believes he can fly.
Iomade, give me the power.
You got flying disc?
Working on it. So this is 1d4 plus 1 as I fire a single missile, launching a magical arrow this time. 3 damage at the one that's much high.
So the one that's in the air gets pelted with this missile of force. This is in pain.
You're next, mage.
I am so sorry, Hans. So sorry. Very, very sorry.
Fine, for now.
Elden Aegis, you're up next.
Right, well, I think it's very clear what I should do is bravely run away. Bravely run away. Brave Sir Elden. Bravely ran away. Nope. Instead I am going to Radiance Aloft, swing at the closet that tried so desperately. Pain.
Hey, it did 1 point of damage.
It did 1
Out of its maximum of 2 points of damage it can deal.
Out of the max of 2, yeah.
Fall, creature!
Well that is a 12 on the dice, plus 7, that is a 19.
A 19 will hit the foul creature.
Get wrecked. Radiance plus 1 cold iron. Oh,
So that's going to bypass its damage reduction.
It will. That is a 7 on the damage dice for 10 points of damage.
As you slash through the air, striking this demon, it's so cocky it thinks it can dodge you, and it's taking 7 points of damage. Ooh, it is. Ooh, not looking so good.
No, Stephen. 7 was on the dice.
Oh, yes, you're right.
10.
So it takes 10 points of damage, and it's sort of floating upside. It's got a huge gash across its chest.
You'll pay for that. You'll regret that to your dying breath.
Alright. No, you.
And it just turns to the other one and looks,
You, or pathetic pawns, kill him. Kill the Iomedaean.
and the commoners look around, and they move in to intercept you, Eldon.
Oh dear.
As they walk up to engage you, Eldon, and Istra, who they don't know is terrified that much right now. The tiefling woman, she has a crude, broken dagger in her hand, and she raises it, and she sees around the corner. Scrutiny.
Huh?
She looks at her dagger. She looks at you. She looks at Eldon. And then to the demon next to her. Scrutiny! Don't worry about me. Run as fast as you can. And she reaches out and stabs the demon.
Cool. Rebellion! Rebellion!
And a 17 will hit.
Yeah! Today we learned the most effective NPC and player in this entire world is Scrutiny's mum.
Player
got it
of the
going on.
game, Scrutiny's terrifying.
4. 1 point of damage.
She's blooming terrifying, I'll tell you.
I'm afraid, though, the 1 point of damage does not get past the creature's damage reduction.
Oh dear.
Come on.
And it just harmlessly swings and bounces off the creature's scales. Fine, you think you have a mind of your own? You'll have a death on your own terms then. And the other one, the man gripping this broken broom, which is he's using as a club, is going to hit you, Eldon.
Hey!
Natural 20.
Get broomed!
Oh, dang. You get brooms.
Get
fine.
That is a
Confirm.
that is a 6 on the confirm,
No.
for a grand total of 1 point of damage. As he just hits you with this broom handles.
Hey!
I'm sorry.
No, I get it. It's fine.
A fetch is an option.
And the other 2 peasants will strike at you, Istra. For a grand total of a 4.
That's not gonna hit.
And a slight improvement of a 7.
Oh. Well, it's a nice try, but I don't think 7 is gonna do it. No, sorry.
The woman's just crying. She's not even looking. She's closing her eyes and turning her head as she's swinging this club at you. Okay. Istra, it's your turn. As the sort of the visions you're seeing of this demon in your mind are shifting into a familiar shape that seems to be haunting you in your mind days long past. The fear is finally, you feel it again. The cold sweat, the weakness of your limbs. And you want to just run away. So far away again.
Istra runs. Istra doesn't even say anything. You see the look of pure terror. Like, she goes pale and she is running. I think I can run double my speed, isn't it?
Yes, you can run up to 4 times your speed.
Up to 4 times my speed. Is it as fast as I can?
Yeah.
It has to be in a straight line.
And it has to be run, isn't it?
You can make full withdrawals, move twice your speed in any direction. You can run up to 4 times your speed, but be a straight line.
Okay. I have to do my best to get away, so that's not fun. Because I probably would be going off the map at this point.
Yeah, it looks like you will be. You will get free attacks opportunities from the commoners. No. Laughable. And a 5. So no, none of them hit you. As you provoke and just start getting away as fast as possible.
Like Wile E. Coyote kind of style. Roadrunner style, you see legs going.
Well, there goes Istra.
Alright.
Oh, how I miss her.
Bye, Istra.
Her planet needs her.
Round 3. Hans.
Well, you got this, Eldon?
Close enough.
Okay. I'll carry on trying to shoot one of the closets.
Okay, you're going to shoot the one higher up in the air or the one next to Eldon?
Higher up in the air. Like, that seems like the one that would be a problem for Eldon, so I'll try and deal with it. Alright, you all stop flapping up there and come down and fight like a... Actually, I don't even know... Do demons have gender? He says, firing the crossbow. That's better. That's a 16.
A 16?
Yeah.
Will hit.
Oh, God. Woohoo. 4. 7 damage.
7 damage, so that is reduced by its damage reduction, but that's a good 2 points of damage you do to the Quasset Demon.
Aha!
And speaking of the Quasset Demons, they're up next. Fine, dwarf. Do you want it? I'll bring Death Swifter to you, and it's going to fly directly at you, Hans, and attack you with its claws.
Personal space! Personal space!
Oh, that is a 16 to hit you.
yeah, that hits.
For 2 points of damage.
Haha, that's not even a vital organ.
I mean, the person who's done the most damage to this fight has been Scrutiny so far.
Yeah. Remember this, Scrutiny. If I die, it's your
And I need you to make a fortitude saving throw for me, please, Hans.
17?
17?
Yeah.
It's a success.
Woohoo!
The other one that was stabbed by Scrutiny's mother just turned. You've outlived your usefulness, and it'll slash its claws. Oop, that is a 24 to hit.
What?
Wow.
Oh boy.
Doing 2 points of damage, slashing through her neck, and the tiefling woman collapses to the floor.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
And then it will turn its eyes away from her. You're next, Helmetayan. And it will make another claw attack against you, Eldon. That's a 21 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 1 point of damage.
Oof. Slowly getting chipped down here.
And I need you to make a fortitude saving throw against the poison again.
Okay. That is an 11 plus 9, 20.
20. That's a success. I mean, I'm not expecting a paladin to fail a fortitude saving throw anytime soon. And
Just
then
you wait until my charisma bonus goes. It gets even higher.
we'll go in for the bite. But that's only an 11 to hit you.
Oh, that's a no.
So you pull away and put your shield out to intercede its blow.
Eat shield!
Kill him! Kill him now!
As it looks a lot more frustrated as it did when it started this fight.
No! Kill him!
Scrutiny. You're up.
Okay, well, I have the option of either flanking the one that's
Your mother told you to run as far away and save yourself.
Yeah, that's not happening. It's if there's anything that Scrutiny's good at, it's rebelling. It's yeah. So I will instead go for the one that just stabbed my mum.
So you dash into the alley and you run directly behind this closet between the building and Eldon, behind the creature that struck down your mother, Scrutiny.
And I'm ready to stab. I rolled a 20, so that's...
Ooh.
I mean, if you roll a 20 on the dice, it's a crit.
Yeah, well, I rolled a 6 to confirm, so never mind.
Okay, that's not a critical hit, but it's still a hit.
It is a hit.
And I get sneak attack damage, so it's a d4 plus a d6.
Plus your whatever is left of your dex.
Plus what's ever left of mine. 7 damage.
7 damage. Afraid that is reduced by 5, but that's 2 points of damage. As you slash into the closet.
No! Why? You insolent.
A knife for a knife, as they say.
Eldon.
Okay. Can't help but think it's probably a good idea to save the bleeding woman on the floor right now. However, I assume you have some potions of cure. So I'm fairly certain we picked some up before we left.
I'm not sure Oh, yes, I have 1. No, 3! I have
3? Oh, well, there you go.
1. I have 1. It just
One is...
weighs 3.
One's enough. Eldon will give a knowing look to Scrutiny and, sort of nod towards his mother as hey, you should probably rescue your dying mum. And then is going to slash at the closet.
Okay.
What?
Radiance.
And it is a radiant day. Hello, 19 on the dice.
And I believe you have a longsword crits on a 19, does it
A
not?
longsword does crit on a 19.
Ooh.
Well, I still need to confirm. But with flanking, that should be easy. I was gonna say, unless I roll something low. 7 on the
Why would you
dice.
curse your dice like that?
Plus 7, that's 14. I'm flanking with Scrutiny. 15, 16?
AC of 16. I will draw you a critical hit card.
Fool creature! Alright, my damage roll wasn't so great.
Disembowel. Double damage, and 1d4 con damage, and 1d6 bleed.
Did you just say triple damage?
Double damage.
Oh, double damage. I was like, wait a minute. So, that is a 3 on my d8, plus 3 for 6 damage, so that's 12.
12. In
Points of cold
the
iron.
second that Scrutiny gave as diversion, it turns its attention to the tiefling behind it, and Eldon, not missing this opportunity, slashes Radiance straight through the chest of this creature. Radiance almost being as wide as the creature is, just ripping its guts out with one fell slash, as it just crumbles to the floor in pieces.
Fool. Scrutiny, tend to your mother. As Eldon will spend the remainder of his action running up to the other closet, which has rather foolishly brought itself to a fighting level.
How much can change? It looks like it's on the other hands now. That didn't even make sense. I'll cut that.
No. Leave it in. The world needs to know.
I do the final cut, so I decide. Looks like the commoners are up, but first, let's make an important roll to see if Scrutiny's mother stabilizes. She is at -1 hit point.
Joy.
He had a hit point.
Nope, that is an 8. So she is still bleeding out and goes to -2. The other 2 commoners, seeing Alden just completely eviscerate the demon. Iomade, she sent a champion to save us. They drop their weapons to the floor. Please, kill them, destroy these foul creatures.
Working on it! As Eldon
Yes.
is bringing Radiance to bear from the second closet.
Istra, off in the distance.
Istra would find that really, really cool. However, she's 105 feet off the map.
Good lord.
Someone had a second breakfast this morning.
She is praying to Goran for forgiveness.
Oh, oof.
It's like, Goran, forgive me, I cannot win this battle. That thing looked like, it looked like Baphomet, I can't deal.
Can't wait for the end of this round when you suddenly realise it was illusion and have to start running back.
Cardi.
Wait, guys, I got it! Hang on, that wasn't Baphomet at all!
That's Gorham's blessing back to you as he sort of leans down and slightly hits the back of your head going, it's an illusion! Get back in there! Oh, right.
Top of the round. Hans.
Ah, my closet friends, you have fallen for my trap! As I drop the crossbow, pull out my master-crafted cold iron pick. But I am an armed bastard! And I hit him in the wing with my pickaxe. I'm trying to do a dirty trick to use the pickaxe to rip open his wing so he can't fly off.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, but first, I'm afraid, as you do not possess improved dirty trick, that will provoke an attack opportunity.
That's totally understandable.
That is-
He doesn't possess it yet.
That is a natural 1. That is a 14 on the confirm.
The divine cash register is open, and you have been charged!
Okay, so it's going to draw a critical fumble card.
This one closet's no good, very bad day.
Parry, dodge, spin, thrust. You are dazed for 1 round.
Oh dear.
So,
Okay, proceed with your dirty trick maneuver.
so it being day, does that affect my attack at all?
No, it just means it does not take an action on its turn.
Yep. So you just roll with your CMB?
My CMB, that would be 17.
So that does exceed. Its EMD is 12, so it cannot fly for the next 3 rounds.
Aha!
As it falls to the floor ungracefully, as it is dazed, and just eats the pavement.
Oh no.
Next, it would be the Quasit's turn, but it is dazed, so we'll move it directly to Scrutiny.
Okay, well, Scrutiny's action is pretty much made up for him. He reaches into his equipment, grabs his Cure Light Wounds potion, and tries to feed it to his mum.
So yep, it's a full round action to give another a potion. So you pour the amber liquid into her mouth.
Mum, are you okay?
I told you to run. Why do you never listen, my boy?
Well, we'll talk about that in a moment.
Eldon, you're up.
Fantastic. Slashing with Radiance. on this poor, grounded, dazed Quasit. Okay, that's a 9 on the dice. Plus 7 for Radiance, that is a 16. Plus 2, that is a 18.
An 18 will hit.
Okay. Damage for Radiance, that is 7 plus 3 for 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage, that is very convenient, for it had 10 points of health left. As you bring Radiance, I like to think you just switch the grip and just bring Radiance down, just piercing through this creature's skull, impaling it to the floor as it just falls limp.
Oh, well done.
I mean, you really kind of set me up for.
Oh, well, I know, but you did very well there.
Many thank yous on that one, Hans.
Oh, no, it's okay. Should we go get Esther?
I
Yes.
think she's making her way back.
The battle
you see
ended.
her slowly running to.
The Quasits crumble across the floor, and Istra, slowly running in from the background, will end the session there.
Well, that was an episode. I do hope that Istra makes it back next episode, but who knows? Maybe we'll have a new party member. Before I go, I would like to say, please check out all of our social medias, and we have a website where you can listen in. You can find those all linked in the description. I would also like to thank Social Introverts for the intro. Absolutely brilliant work. And finally, Syrinscape for providing all of those RPG soundscapes. Really good work that they do. Now, before I go, I would like to... What? Istra?
See? I told you I could make it back in time. Oh, they're already dead.